Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
All right, today is the wrap up for day 36. Something interesting. I went to the emergency room today. So that injury to my shoulder became so excruciating last night that I could not sleep. I slept upright in a chair the whole night, and it was horrible. So I got no sleep. And then I woke up the next morning, or like the next morning I started the day, and I could not go on any longer. I knew that I know how this goes because I've had these nerve pains before, and it just gets worse and worse, and I just can't function. So I went to a walk-in clinic, one of those clinic things. So they did some x-rays, and they said, well, you've got some calcification, but we're going to put your arm in a sling and, just prescribe ibuprofen. I'm like, okay. So I've got ibuprofen here in the hotel room. That's not going to do anything. But I thought, okay, maybe just being in the sling, it won't hurt much. And while it was in the sling, it was okay for a little while. Then I came back, and they had prescribed a gel patch thing, and ibuprofen. So I took a nap first because I was so wiped out, and I just could not nap. My arm was killing me. So I went to CVS to get the meds, and CVS's pharmacy had closed at 6, and it was 6:03. So I wasn't able to get those. So I'm sitting here at 6:30 going, I am in so much pain, I don't know what to do. I don't want to live my life this way. I can't go on. So I called Tim, asked him what to do, and I decided that I needed to go to an emergency room because the walk-in clinics can't dispense they won't give prescriptions for pain pills. And really, all I needed was pain pills. That's what I need. I know this is going to pass in a few days, but I just need to get through the next few days. So I need pain pills, which I have at home, but I'm not at home. So I went to UCI, University of California, Irvine, and walked in there. I was miserable. I was in excruciating pain. I was crying. It was so bad. And there were 2 girls in triage. As soon as I got there, they took me in. They're like, oh, darling, you look like you're in pain, blah, blah, blah. They were so good to me, and we're going to get you through here, don't worry. And they sent me in the waiting room, and there's 28 people in the waiting room. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to be here for 7 hours. And there were people next to me who'd been there for 5.5, 6 hours. I was like, oh my, I can't be here for 6 hours. I can't. So it was about 7 o'clock, and I had to be back here at 10:30 for a pizza party in my room. We were ordering a bunch of Domino's pizzas because the FBLA gave us a pizza card for each kid, and we're going to use them all tonight in one shot and give them all their pizzas because they wanted pizza. I don't eat pizza, but I did get a salad. But anyway, so I went through the process of being in the ER, and they got me through the system really quick, actually. A nurse practitioner saw me, and she was training another nurse assistant, which was really cool, a student nurse. And I went through everything with them. And at the end of there, I walked out of there. I walked out of there with a shot in my arm for pain, and a bunch of prescriptions that they had called into Walgreens. So what I didn't kind of really think about during all this was that a student hit my arm during the trip to Atlanta, which I'm paid for because that's my trip. This is a workers' compensation thing, and I didn't think about that. So I put that in my group text to the girls that I work with, and they were like, you need to call this number right away and get a case number and all that set up. And I was like, oh man, okay. So I did that. So this is a workers' compensation thing. I left the hospital while I was sitting there in the hospital, even after the pain meds for the 20 minutes, I was still like, oh my God, oh my gosh, nothing's working. And then soon, before I even realized, they're like, how was your pain on a 1 to 10? And it was at 10. I was like, actually, it's better. I'm okay. I'd say it's a 5. which it was, and I can deal with the 5. So I left the hospital, got my hospital bracelet on. I gotta take this off. Oh man, UCI was perfect for me, University of California Irvine Hospital. Very, very cool. I looked at the reviews, they were horrible, right? 8-hour wait time. There was a guy who who was walking in with his wife, and the guy goes, well, how long do you have to wait? And he goes, oh, about 8 hours. And I was like, holy crap, they got me in fast. But I mean, the pain was just excruciating. So I think that probably takes into consideration all that. Let's talk about my day other than that. So I had a protein shake this morning. I'm kind of back on track as far as food goes. And then and then while I was waiting for, when I went to the first place, the clinic, the x-ray tech wasn't there. So they put my arm in a sling, and that seemed to help it for a while. Like, as long as I kept it stationary, it was fine. I don't know why it helped it there, but it didn't help later on, but it did. So I walked over to this place called Cancun Juice, and it was like all sorts of juices, like a juice bar. They had Mexican food too, and they had fresh fruit bowls, and I got a beautiful fresh fruit bowl. I'm going to put it on the screen here. It came with like some type of sauce that was milk based, but I just didn't use it. I just told them to put it on the side. They're like, well, I told them I didn't want it, and when they gave me it, they said, we put it on the side in case you want to dry a little, just dip. I said, bless their hearts, okay, like, that's fine. I'm just going to throw it out. But beautiful bowl with all different types of fruits in it, papaya and pineapple and strawberries, and they had coconut sprinkled on top and a few little walnuts and raisin. Like, it was so good, you guys. Some granola. It was absolutely delicious. So I walked over, did that, walked back, and the x-ray guy there was able to take my x-ray. So had fruit, had protein shake this morning, then I had a bowl of fruit, and then for the rest of the day, all I ate is fruit, like a lot of it, watermelon and pineapple. Like, I just kept eating fruit because that's what I have in my fridge here. And then at like 11 p.m., we all ordered Domino's, and I got a salad with the balsamic vinaigrette dressing on the side, and I just poured the, a little bit of the balsamic vinegar. I didn't track any of this. I mean, I did start tracking up until the Domino's, but the only protein I had was in the salad, was in the, what do I have? Oh, the protein shake. So calories, I would say that I'm definitely under. I don't think I ate 1,000 calories with the protein shake was 400 calories. There's no way I ate 1,000 calories in fruit and a lettuce with balsamic dressing. So I'm under there. But as far as protein, I don't have more than the 40 grams of protein. So that didn't work out too well. As far as steps, like, I spent the whole day trying not to move, so I think I got 8,000 steps. Up until today, I've never taken a ride share before. I've never done an Uber or a Lyft or anything like that. Like, I just have never had a reason to. But here, I've spent the entire day lifting back and forth with Lyft drivers. And they're all really, really nice. Like, I was impressed. So, I was surprised at how little the fare is. Like, from here to the first clinic, it was like $5 or $6. I just left the $10 tip. Like, it just seems stupid, right? And that's kind of how it was each time. It was never more than $10. And I was like, wow, like, is it worth picking someone up for $10? Like, I don't think so. So I made sure to leave them decent tips on each one, because I know that's how they're making their living, and some of that money that they get before the tip is taken for the company they work for, but the tip goes directly to them. So there you go. All right. Obviously, I won't be working out anytime soon. I'm going to have to just be very careful, make sure I get enough protein, keep my calories down, which has been the goal the whole time, and to get enough exercise in the treadmill. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. It is the end of Tuesday here. I have Wednesday here for FBLA, and then Thursday morning we have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. because we're getting picked up at 4 a.m. here for a flight at 7. And then we're heading back home. It's just a 56-minute flight. I'll be going home and going to bed because these 2 trips have worn me out. And it's the 3rd of July, so it's just kind of a long weekend. It's very easy to get depressed because right in the middle of my plan here, I've now lost the ability to work out again, and I'm not able to stay on track because of all these things that keep happening to me. But, now is really the opportunity to make some changes and make sure that I do stay on track. So if I don't have the gym for a week or two, which is probably going to be the case, that's all right. I just make sure I get enough steps, and I just make sure that I stay focused on my calories. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. The Body Pod is linked in the description below this video, or you can check it out at myhumehealth.com. The Body Pod has made all the difference in my journey, and now that information is accessible to you every single day.
It's gonna be a good day.